Hello, 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 hello. Oh my goodness. I am just having the greatest Saturday ever, and I thought I would get up here and have a surprise pop up. Hopefully, some of you will join, some of you will be watching. I was just clearing my sacred space so I can make room for this beautiful container. Oh, I hear myself singing, and I don't want to hear myself singing. I just wanted to pop on here for just a few minutes and maybe do a few card readings. Today, I've got spirit messages from John Holland. Love his deck. Let's see what else. Oracle of the Seven Energies, Colette Baron Reed, one of my favorite. Her cards are so beautiful. And then the Wisdom of the Oracle, another beautiful Colette Baron Reed card. I am just jumping on here because I want to do some readings. Today, I drew a card for myself. And it was from John Holland's The Spirit Messages. They are oracle cards. So if you have any questions, just post them here. It told me that I was ungrounded. So for me, I'm a big, we're going to ground. I'm going to always make sure that I'm grounded. And for some reason, Spirit told me, no, Rainey, you're not grounded. It's a beautiful reminder that even though I ground every morning into Mother Earth, that I'm not, because I'm distracted. I feel right now I've got so many things going on. My wheelhouse is full. So I have to step back and take a moment and fill my sacred space, my spiritual container, with more grounding energies. It was a beautiful reminder. So how many of you have ever just pulled a card for yourself? I do it every once in a while because usually I follow Spirit Academy's 10 tenets. And yes, today, the reason I'm coming on is tomorrow at 8 p.m. is my virtual newsletter inaugural episode. I'm so excited. I'm getting ready to send out my newsletter. Go on raineyday.com and subscribe. And what it is, it's called Smell Out Spirit. It's me, Rainey. My real name is Rainy Day. I'm a generational psychic medium. I was born this way. I've had this gift of incredible insight and abilities and skill sets, metaphysical skill sets, since I was born. I don't know any other way. And so my whole goal in life is to help people heal, provide messages of opportunity, of growth, expansion, love, and compassion. And my mediumship skills have really been on fire lately. So if you want to connect to a departed loved one, hit me up, book a session on raineyday.com. I think I have a special on there that's one question that I'll send you a video to answer that question through however means I see fit through Spirit, however I'm guided by Spirit. So the reason I'm on here today is to talk about kind of like that virtual newsletter happening tomorrow. It's called Chillin' with Spirit. That's the YouTube series. And what it does is it expands on my newsletter. So in my newsletter, I have given you Spirit Academy's 10 tenets for connecting with Spirit. If you follow these 10 ways of setting that foundation with Spirit, if you follow them in order, and what you do is you create your own. You don't just, this is what it is and it's finite. If you don't do it that particular way, you're not a robot, right? Everybody connects with Spirit differently. But if you do these in the right order and you make them your own, you literally can start turning on and off that switch to Spirit. Does it mean you're going to be a psychic medium? Hell's not. You don't need to be. But when you are guided by Spirit, life is just so much more empowering. Life is so much better. If I look back on my life, I have really had an incredible life, especially when it comes to career as well. I've had an incredible career, a career that you would just probably not believe unless you knew me and you lived it with me. So, the reason I talk about that is because that's manifestation, abundance, just living your greatest life. It doesn't mean that everything's all butterflies. Those opportunities and those lessons occur all the time. But what it does mean by following Spirit Academy's 10 tenets is that I am able to live a more empowering life. I am able to be in my own space and love myself. don't have I'm not really, I don't have a lot of the challenges that I used to have when I was just living in my human existence without being driven by spirit, is the best way that I can, I think, express that. You know what? When you work with spirit in the ways that I do, you live with intention. And intention really is giving the universe your biggest and greatest heart's desires, your wants, your needs, especially in this human existence. It is the art of asking the universe to please fulfill my wishes and my dreams. So, living with intention has been part of this journey. And without some of these foundations for connecting with spirit, I would be less present. I found myself, even though I ground myself, that's the first thing that I do every day. Well, second, first I express gratitude and I find one thing I'm grateful for to change my energy, to raise my energy, to elevate my energy, because I don't want to be down here where all of those lower vibrational energies occur. Because that's when things like the crap on the news will take me away down in a rabbit hole, or I might be a little more insensitive to other people, or my driving ability might be more aggressive. That's these lower vibrational energies. By changing the energy and raising your vibration, you are fine tuning your soul's radio, because really this body that we're in, it is the physical thing that carries our soul in this lifetime. So raising your vibration brings you up on a different level. So if somebody cuts you off in traffic, or you didn't get that light that you needed to because you needed to be a little bit before your schedule because you're running behind, it really gives you that inner peace, that inner being, that inner knowingness. It helps you tune in your energetic Wi-Fi to spirit, to where you know that the universe is guiding you on a path, and that path is made clear. So when you don't hit that green light when you want it to, it's like, okay, maybe spirit is protecting me from something that I will probably never know, but I just have to trust being driven by spirit, living in a high vibrational, raising my vibration. I am more at peace with what is going on around me. So if you have any questions, post it here. So I was reminded today, the second thing I do every morning is I ground myself. And there's all kinds of different ways. For example, yesterday I went out in my garden and I watered my garden, and I just was with Mother Earth, with nature, with those rocks and that ground beneath my feet. And I just kept anchoring my energy into that core of Mother Earth, that heart of hers, so that I could be in the present moment. When you are not grounded, it's as if those lower energies, when your energy is not high, see how they all work together? They all build on one another. So gratitude and grounding. When I'm not grounded, I'm not in that higher vibrational state. I can't see the chaos going on around me. I get engulfed in the chaos. I get those distractions. I become unfocused. I get irritated very, very quickly. And I'm not in the present moment. I'm too far either in the future or living in the past. What good is that doing me? It is good to go into the future somewhat, because you do have to plan your future and see the magic ahead. But when you're in the past, sometimes past living is good. It helps us grow and learn from things from the past. But if you're too much living in the past, you're missing what is going on right now. I watch my little grandbaby every day. And if I wasn't more grounded, I would miss the little nuances of her, the little moments that I just so desire and try to catch on my camera and video. If I wasn't grounded, I would miss all of those beautiful moments. And I don't want to miss those moments. Being grounded, I was reminded today that being impatient and irritated and I'm an empath, so I pick up on other people's behavior and thinking that, is someone angry at me? Is someone not doing well? This person hurts, just I'm not anchored in my own being, in my own vibration. And that's when I know I'm not grounded. Being irritated, any of those lower, see, words are powerful, words are energy, any of those lower vibrational words. Now is the time for me to just become centered. And when you're grounded, it was a beautiful reminder this morning um, that I needed spirit again to help ground me and reconnect with my own divinity and that divine source. And when I did that, can I tell you some beautiful epiphanies came through? And that's kind of why I wanted to jump on here. I just did an interview on my Chilling with Spirit series, the Lisa Williams student community. I just interviewed an incredible soul that reminded me to be in my own divinity and to scan my energetic body and to feel my own energy. And that with that coupled with grounding myself in that gentle reminder from spirit, I just had to jump on here and share that with you. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts, grab a deck of oracle cards or tarot. Tarot works too. I'm going to try these and see what spirit has to say. And I know this is impromptu. That's why you need to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm going to be doing a lot more pop-ups. Also, for my coffee with a psychic medium on Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, I want to do some more mediumship readings. So if you'd like to share a picture of a departed loved one or a beautiful departed animal, I am an animal communicator. Email me their picture because that's how I work. Every psychic, every medium works differently. For me, I need to see their energy, their essence, and pictures really help me pick up on them. Email me to hello at raineyday.com, raineyday.com. Send them to me because I'd like to start connecting more with your departed loved ones and your animals live. And have you join me? And we'll have a few questions because I want to see the power of connection. I want others to know that there is more to life than just this earthly presence. That when we die, our energy does go somewhere else. And everybody has their own belief system. This is just my experience and my belief system from what I've been shown is that our energy and our souls live on. And I've had some really impactful, memorable connections with departed loved ones that it provides you with that infinite healing. And when I say infinite, it's almost like you fill that void in your heart or in your soul or in your energetic essence. You fill your heart with that departed loved one, with their energy, because they always come to me with specific identifications. So for example, a lady, she's coming to me again today, sent me this picture with these two beautiful souls. And the one on the right just caught my eye. And immediately I didn't know who he was, but he was a famous person. After a while, I realized, oh my goodness, this is somebody famous. And then she told me who he was. And then it all made sense. I gave some specific identifiers. And what I realize about this soul is that we all come down here with contracts. And then throughout our life, we have different exit points or we have different forks in the road. Do I go left or do I go right? Well, this person's soul contract reminded me of Martin Luther King, that this person had a higher purpose and he was here intentionally in this space and time to change the way that we think about other people of color. Now, see, for me, I've never seen color. I've never seen difference in a person because I've always seen their energy, who they are, their being. But we do have those people that do look and do identify others through their ethnicity or the color of their skin. And this person was brought on this earth in this space and time to make a traumatically different change. And here's where I'm going with this. Somewhere, somehow, those lower vibrational frequencies those energies, because there is evil, there is good and evil, and that evil changed his contract, changed his divine contract. And I've only seen this in 2 other people in my lifetime. Changed his trajectory, changed his contract, and he was killed. He was actually killed here in Las Vegas. And I used to work for Caesar's Design and Construction. And my office was in, if you know, Las Vegas, Caesar's has several hotels along the strip. And my office was in one of their hotels, the Link Hotel, in the basement. I'm getting chills. Just my butterflies are going to fly off my arm. I'm getting chills because as I was leaving my office and walking down Koval, was it Koval? I can't remember, towards Bally's Hotel. On my way, I took all of these hotels just to get to Planet Hollywood because they're all Caesar's hotels. So as I'm crossing the street, I just started to get, the first time I crossed the street, just this heaviness, like something significant happened here. And it kept coming over and over and over. And I finally started realizing that some soul, a soul that came on this earth that was put here by that divine entity, people call it God, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to refer to it as God because that's people's form of reference. Put that being, that soul, that elevated soul on this earth in this space and time to change the world. And I'm going to say devil because that's what you understand. You understand the devil and you understand God. It's just your form of reference. I don't mean it in its human form, but the devil decided to change that human's contract, and he was killed. And he was killed right where I would walk, day after day after day. And I finally realized, oh my gosh, see, I'm even getting and affected by it now, because remember when Martin Luther King was killed? Now I'm 60 years old. People, they had color TV when I was born. I'm not that old. I always tease about my age, but age is just really irrelevant. But in 60 years, I remember what I felt like when Martin Luther King was killed. I remember when John F. Kennedy was shot. I remember when Marilyn Monroe died. And how those people, how their life here on earth impacted me, and now they were not here anymore. Well, this soul that I would walk down this street, now mind you, Bally's has a whole other history. It was the MGM. Look it up. It caught on fire and many, many people lost their lives. And I'm going to come up and do a pop-up about that sometime, because I redid all of those, the Bally Tower where all of that occurred. And can I tell you, I felt, I saw, I heard so many different weird things, and I have a whole story to, that's a great idea. I'll do a pop-up on that sometime. But I realized that this person whose life was taken away, and it wasn't in his soul's contract, and there were a lot of godliness ramifications from that. We're seeing it right now in a lot of the protesting that we're seeing, and a lot of people changing the way that our earth is and the way other human beings treat each other. Well, this soul could have affected that change much earlier, and it was taken away. And as I'm reading, I'm supposed to be reading the guy on the left, not the guy on the right. He was so impactful, and his soul still inspires so much today that his soul will live on. But that's those weird things that as a psychic medium, and that's why I kind of came on, is because that's what Chilling with Spirit is going to be all about. That's taking my newsletter that you'll get. Subscribe to it at rainyday.com. I'm not going to inundate you with emails. Don't have time. But you're going to get a tangible thing that you can download, and you can follow along with Chilling with Spirit. That person was Tupac Shakur that I read for, and a personal friend of that person. So I want you to know that if you follow these tenets, these different tenets that I have, gratitude, grounding, I was reminded today to ground, your life and your connection with spirit will be incredibly improved. So I'm going to draw a card. Poised. So what does this mean? For me, it means that I am really on the precipice of really seizing the light within me, of really growing in ways professionally that I never thought I would. I am at that stage in my professional career as a licensed psychic medium to expand beyond what my wildest dreams. I do see globalization. I do see me becoming, you know, you're going to know Rainy Day. And really, that is really my name. It's not my psychic name. It's really my name. You're going to be knowing Rainy Day. And this card is just confirming that I am poised in a position to do that. And it's funny because one of the ladies who I am meeting with today is part of that journey to, you might be seeing me on your television. So more to come, more to come. Hi, Tamara. If you have a question, hello, beautiful soul, post it here and I'd be happy to answer it. Either draw a card or just a spirit, because I am a generational psychic medium. So whatever you want to know, let me know. I'm going to pull another card for myself and see, you know, this is something you guys should do every day. And wherever your eye is guided to, whatever symbolism is, go out and Google it. For me, it was the angel wings. And the message is great big love. And the beautiful pillars of light shooting out of that. For me, numbers are very significant. So 3, 6, and 9 are my numbers. They're the Tesla numbers. And 3 just is that reinforcing number that I'm on my right path, but I am also protected and guided through that angelic realm. I love angels. I mean, I have angels all over. I'm a Seraphim practitioner as well. If you don't know what Seraphim is, it's a beautiful modality. And Seraphim angels have 6 wings instead of 3. I am guided by angels. And I was just interviewing this wonderful guy, and you'll see his video later today, who believes in the angelic realm, and he has beautiful angel wings all over, great big love. But what is this telling me? It's telling me that I am protected. I am received through love. And I'm going to share a story with you. If you've never seen an angel, it's pretty impactful. And my beautiful friend Steve Morris made me more aware of the beauty of angels. And he told this story one time, and I'm going to tell you my own story because it's very similar to what he experienced. It was almost identical to what he experienced. I don't know if by him telling me and saying those words and putting that vibrational intention out into the world, did spirit bring me that same experience. So I'm going to tell you what my experience was. It pretty much mirrors his so I'm not stealing his story. It really happened. So I was in New Orleans with some friends, and we were just, we're the woohoo people. And, we did some seances and some ghost hunting. Oh, give me a minute, Tamara. I would love to look at that. Yeah, I will look at that. Give me a minute. And so if you've never connected with an angel, or never have seen an angel, or never have been felt or have felt the grace of an angel, there is nothing like it. And we were in New Orleans, and I've shared this story a few times, and it's the same experience Steve experienced. Thank you, Steve. I am forever indebted to you. And we went into that beautiful cathedral, and the girls were all kind of flitting around, and I just wanted to sit. I just wanted to sit and breathe in. I'm not a religious person, but I love what religion represents in certain circumstances, and the beautiful visualness and the synergy of this beautiful cathedral was beyond words. And I'm just sitting there, and this is psychically, this is a little tip and trick that you can use. When we see spirit or we see something, for example, an angel, we want to have that knee-jerk reaction. Oh my gosh, did I just see that? I have learned to hold the energy so I don't have those human knee-jerk reactions. And out of my peripheral, I felt a presence, and then I started seeing a beautiful light. And then I kind of focused my energy out of my peripheral, and I saw a human person standing up in praise, because they have music in the background, and he was there to praise. And behind him was, I'm getting chills, an angel. And I remember what Steve told me. We forget that we can ask. And literally, this angel was supporting this gentleman's hands underneath his elbows like this. Imagine the angel behind me supporting my arms. That's what I saw. And I asked the angel, oh my goodness, why are you here? Well, I didn't get anything back. And it just kind of, the energy shifted. The man sat down pretty quickly after I answered that question. So I just let it go. And a few minutes later, probably, it seemed like longer than it was, probably maybe a minute, the gentleman stood up again in praise. But this time the angel just kind of stood behind this beautiful soul. And he didn't support his arms. And I remember Steve reminded me. So I said, beautiful angel, why are you not holding up and supporting his arms again? And that angel said to me exactly what that angel said to Steve, because he didn't ask. So I am reminded that beautiful big love, that great big love, that I am always watched over and supported by angels. And I cannot forget to ask for their help. So I hope that that message resonated with you. So Tamara, you have a question. Will my work schedule get better? Will my stress level go down? So I'm going to say your stress level is not going to go down. But I am going to give you some tools to help you reduce that stress level. I've been working a lot of overtime, 60 to 80 hours a week for the past 5 months. Wow. So let's change your energy in how you perceive that. That is a lot of time. That's a lot of overtime, but we want to change your perception, because this feels to me, it is temporary. This is not going to last. It might last for another, and don't be discouraged by this, because this is a blessing in disguise and you just don't see it right now, because right now you're in the stress. You're in the working, you're in the exhaustion, because our human body needs rest. Our human body needs quiet time for our mind. I don't know if you're in the medical field or not, but it kind of feels like that. I don't know. Let me know. Just say yes or no. Sounds like an amazing experience in New Orleans. It is. So this is how I'm going to help you change your energy. So Tamara, are you in the medical field? It feels like you might be. I want you to change your energy, and I want you to think that your bank account is being filled. I want you to change your energy into how you are viewing this, because this is where that free will comes in. We can allow ourselves to allow this particular circumstance. And I want to remind you, oh, so you are in the medical field. I didn't quit my day job for nothing. It feels as though this is temporary, and really this is just a small blip in this beautiful life that you're going to live. You're going to live a very long time, but it feels right now that they're telling me we need you so badly right now. And so try to go to, I feel like you might even work in a hospital. Go to a chapel. I know that all hospitals have a chapel. Just go in that chapel. And what I said earlier, ground yourself. Maybe this card was for you, my love. Maybe you were destined to be here. Maybe here's that synchronicity. Maybe we were brought together for a purpose today. Maybe that's why I had to do this pop-up to help you. You want to shift your energy. Take a moment, instead of taking a break, go to your chapel and ask the angels for help. Ask the angels to take away the stress level. Give it to them. You've heard that saying, give it to God. I know it's not always easy. I was reminded of that yesterday by my beautiful friend, Vicky. It's not easy, but sometimes you just have to surrender, because the harder you hold on to the energy, the longer it's going to stay. So we have to translate this energy into one of surrender. So I want that to be your mantra for the next few months. I see 6 months, And I know that seems like a long time because that's almost a year that this whole thing is going to play out. But we need you. Humanity needs you, my love. And your being in service and your sacrifice right now will translate into things that you may never even know occurred, but you are making a difference in our world. And we need you. We need you right now, my beautiful soul. Wow, I'm getting chills all over my body, all the way back down. It's resonating with me. What it is going to do is it's going to give you some financial freedom. It feels as though you're going to want to move. It feels as though a leg up. This is a beautiful card for you. Ask for help. Ask those angels to help you. Ask them to alleviate your stress and know that you are doing the best that you can for now. But that money is telling me that it is going to give you the autonomy and the ability to move. And it is also going to help you find a new career path in the same field, but not under the pressure and in that hospital. I feel like you work in a hospital. It is not going to give you the pressure that you are put under right now. But can I tell you, girl, you are freaking good at what you do. You are amazing. And Tamara, you are changing and saving lives. And can I also tell you, you're gifted. Your heart feels very open to me. Not right now. It kind of feels a little closed. Hi, Marina. It feels a little closed. So I want you to open up your heart and just know that Spirit is going to guide you for a greater good. That great big love that I talked about earlier. You're going to move. You have gifts, you have healing gifts, but not only do you have healing gifts, you have healing hands. I would love for you to learn more about energy healing. They're showing me that you have even helped people cross over when their family members couldn't be there with them, or this person was alone, literally alone in their room, and you are like this beautiful angel coming in through the doorway. You are helping people cross over. I don't know if this new career has to do with hospice. Tamara, let me know. Are you interested in the hospice part of the medical field? It feels as though you are this beautiful divine angel that helps people cross over and helps not only them, but your spiritual growth. So this is all unfolding in its own divine path. So instead of resisting it, know that you are on your path. You are Dorothy on her yellow brick road. So put on your red shoes and click them together 3 times and know that there's no place like home. There is an end to this. And that end to this crazy schedule, this crazy work environment is leading you to a greater path, a more fulfilling path. And rather than you constantly being in service to others, you are going to start being filled. It also feels a change in location. It just, honey, hang in there. And I hope this resonated. The message about asking for help really helps. I really needed to hear this. Yes, don't thank me, thank Spirit, thank the universe. Yay! Yay! I felt that. Tamara, yay! Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey today, because when you are guided by Spirit, and sometimes it just helps to check in with a psychic medium. Don't ever trust what I'm telling you. Take what resonates, throw the rest away, and I want you to find and empower you to find your own power. I don't want to ever take your power away. So Google the shit out of everything and just find your own truth. But Tamara, I feel that you are moving to a higher aspect of your life. I feel that this is that aha moment. No, not hospice. I work clinical research in a large medical clinic, but I also know Reiki and help spirits cross over. So even though you're in clinical research, have you thought about using that clinical research in a hospice setting? You are magical, my beautiful soul. You understand mediumship. You feel spirit. You know when a person has one foot in the human existence and one foot in spirit, and they are in between making that decision. They're not my angels, beautiful. They're your angels too. That's a beautiful reminder. Thank you for that, because I want to remind you that all you have to do is ask. Remember what I said about the angel? Well, because you might not be asking. And then surrender, and then be driven by spirit. Just know that there's a means to an end. So maybe these crazy hours that you're working in this clinical setting could be applied to maybe helping us understand the process of death. That is so powerful, because people are so afraid of death, especially towards when they get older. I'm not, because I have my own knowing. So my beautiful, sit with it, see where it takes you. Set that intention, seize the light. Let's translate this energy and just connect with your energetic Wi-Fi. Connect those dots and know that you are being guided towards a higher purpose, a higher path. You never know. I see you publishing something. I see you healing other people through this publishing. They're equating you with Brené Brown. I don't know what that means. Google it, see what she does, see what her abilities are, see what her professional background is. It just seems to all start lining up. So thank you so much. I haven't been asking you to start again, have conferences, but I don't understand, but that's okay. That's okay. So Tamara, thank you for joining. Marina, do you have any questions? If you do, post them here. I'm only going to be on here for just a few more minutes, because I think the message is clear. I followed spirit. I came on here live, and we are transforming lives. And that when I say we, I don't mean me. It all comes from a higher purpose and a higher power. So I'm going to draw one more card to leave you with. And these are the cards from Spirit Messages, Daily Guidance from, John, what's your last name? John Holland. I forget his last name. When I'm connecting with Spirit, I just kind of go somewhere else. So let's just see what Spirit has, so that you can take this away for the rest of your day and the rest of this weekend and expand that light beyond your body. Let's just see, what does Spirit have to say? Vulnerability. Vulnerability. Oh, but Marina, look, vulnerability. You just asked about love. Look what this is. This green represents your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is green, and that's your love center. And it says this is a confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition. That's that psychic mediumship, metaphysical ability, your intuition, then rationality. That's your human mind. That's your human existence. And it feels like sometimes, okay, I'm getting a message now. Just hang tight. I wanted to know if anyone is coming towards me in love. Oh, I already feel something. Don't let fear hold you back, or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable in your heart space has a negative condition. So Marina, I'm like Michelle Tell, my beautiful Michelle Tell from my Tarot Tuesdays. I'm keeping it real, gonna be honest, and I'm gonna deliver you a message with love and grace. So just know that this is meant for your highest and greatest good. And Spirit never tells me what you're not ready to hear. So here we go. I think your perception about your partner needs to change. I think you've got, and I say this a lot because I see this a lot in my clients. You have a type, and it's kind of the loser type. That's why I do the L, the love loser type. Loser. You have a type, girlfriend. Do you have a type? Tell me yes or no. But it feels like you have a type. And what I want you to do is get out of that visual, because the visual is causing you those knee-jerk reactions, not to make the best decisions when it comes to a partnership. So what I would tell you is I would start setting intention. Spirit, help me to understand the aspects of a person, what I want them in that person? What are the aspects of a person that I can attract that is for my highest and best, that resonates with me? Yeah, we all have a type. And I want you to just sit with spirit. So setting intention is the law of asking, the universe. And meditating is the law of listening. So I want you to meditate, and it doesn't have to be hours, and write it down. I want you to do this over the next 11 days, because 11 is that manifestation number. It means that whatever you're thinking when you see the number 11, not that you're going out and looking for it, but it just appears and it draws your attention. 11 or 1111 means that whatever you're thinking, you are manifesting very quickly. It can be negative or positive, so monitor your thoughts. So do this over the next 11 days. Set your intention. Spirit, show me, help me identify what aspects I want in a partner. Very simple. Intention should be no longer than a sentence or two. Paragraphs, forget about it, because then your intention gets lost in all the words. Then sit with spirit and meditate and listen. Just center yourself and be in the present moment. And maybe go on YouTube and do a heart chakra meditation so that your heart is clear and open, because it seems like not all of your chakra systems are open and vibrating at its optimal frequency. They feel a little muddy. And so get out of your own way and just start listening. What aspects do I really want to attract in my life? See, 1111, monitor your thoughts. 111, monitor your thoughts very quick, very carefully, because that's what you're manifesting. And so start asking. So for me, when I wanted to attract my ideal partner, and I absolutely did, is everything all roses? No. Is he the type of guy that I would be attracted to? No, which is the perfect thing. Because he didn't come in the package that I wanted him to come in, I almost missed him. And so I started asking spirit, because I was single for 8 years and loved it. But I wanted to find a partner to walk through life. And the first thing that came to my mind, an aspect and how I wanted to feel, I want you to know and get in touch with, how do you want to feel? I wanted a person who always walked beside me, not in front and not in back. Think about that. How does that make you feel? And then I also wanted a person of high moral character and values, because the losers I had been dating, and here's that vulnerability. I had a hard time being vulnerable because I was caught in so many lies from them that I just never trusted. So I wanted a partner that I could trust, that already had innate within them, within their vibration, high moral characters and values, one that I could trust and be vulnerable with and trusted. And so sit with that for a minute. How does that make you feel? Oh my gosh, to imagine myself having a trustworthy partner. In my wildest dreams for a very long time, I couldn't imagine it, but that's what I really desired. And so just meditate on those. And literally after about the 11th day, you're just going to know, what aspects do I want to attract? And that's the energy that you're going to be exuding. And like attracts like, energy attracts energy. So you're going to start attracting that kind of like-minded, beautiful partner. But here's the key, here's the kicker. You need to ask spirit to see them when they come, because I hate vision boards. Am I going to get a pool boy with 6-pack abs? Oh, I probably could, but highly unlikely. Am I going to get that purple Porsche? Is that for my highest and best? Probably not. I'll probably go too fast and wreck, and I might hurt somebody. So if this partner doesn't come in the type, you're going to miss it. So ask to see it. When I first saw my partner, he was not even close to what I had been attracted to. I'm maybe 5'4". I always say I'm 5'5", just because I want to be taller, because I can. He's 6'4". And I liked men that were a little bit more olive tone skin, lighter eyes, beautiful hair flowing, facial hair, professionally dressed. This guy was completely the opposite. High and tight military haircut. He got out of a Jeep with no top on it. And for some reason, the wind and blowing my hair gives me headaches. I'm like, this is a total nightmare already. What are you sending me, spirit? Are you kidding me? No. But then I was reminded, wait a minute. I asked to see. And he got out in his little Columbia vest and his little hiking boots and his pants that unzipped to become shorts. This is a true story. I'm like, what are you sending me? Be careful what you ask for, right? But then I was reminded, I literally felt like Cher in Moonstruck snap out of it in the back of my head, spirit hitting me. Wait, you've talked to this person, you've never really seen a picture of him, but you really fell in love with his aspects, the characteristics, and how he made you feel. And now, because he didn't come in the package that you expected, he wasn't wrapped up, you're already discarding this. Spirit reminded me, take a moment, because can I tell you, you have to be attracted for a partner, but when you fall in love with somebody from the inside out, there's the attraction. I have never felt such deep love, unconditional love, who's been with me for 20 years now. I asked him to marry me through thick and through thin. I almost discarded him because his pants unzipped to become shorts. Come on, Rainey. He had a flipping clue. And then he came up to me and his nose hairs were twinkling at me. I'm like, oh, this is what you sent me. But I was reminded by Spirit, I can always cut his nose hairs. I can always buy him different pants, but I accept him because he accepted me as I am. And Marina, my beautiful soul, that's what Spirit is guiding me. You have nobody coming towards you that is for your highest and best right now, because I want you to know your whys and how those whys make you feel. And I hope this resonated with you today, because my prayer for you is that you change your energy, because you are the light. You are the energy that you expand. That's what you've heard about people saying, oh, that person gave me a bad vibe. Or you've hugged somebody and you've kind of felt kind of turned off. Or you've hugged somebody and you felt like you've known them your whole life. It's because you're on the same vibrational frequency as they are. And whatever energy you are, that's what you're projecting. So you're getting more of the same, my love. So change the energy. Expand that new vibration beyond you, translate that energy into what you want to attract. Yay, I'm glad it's helpful. You have a specific type and a person in my head that I would love, that I'm definitely missing out on someone good. So I've been married twice. My whole first marriage, same thing. And all the guys that I dated in between, all of them were not for my highest and best. And can I tell you, this man married me with 4 kids and a grandson, didn't even blink an eye. And all of his friends and family are like, what are you doing? We literally finally met him. We had talked for a long time, but we finally met in person and got married like very quickly. And things are going to be rocky, like all relationships, but it's how you show up. And try not to put any expectation on your partner, because let me give you an example. For some reason, Spirit's saying you have expectations, and expectations are horrible to put on someone else, because they will never respond exactly how you expect them to. And you're going to be let down. That's from my grandmother. Generational psychic medium. She taught me everything I know, and it reigns true to this day. And my husband even reminded me of this. So, sometimes I work in the evening and I, cook dinner and I come out and I'm so excited that he did the dishes. But then I get mad that he didn't wipe the counter or clean off the stove. How stupid is that, when this man did the best that he could and got up and did the dishes and was just resting? And here I am knocking him down for not doing the counters too. So change the energy, no expectation, because I think I expect him to do that. Don't you just do that when you do the dishes? You clean the whole kitchen? Do you put the food away? Well, not everybody's going to respond the way. And mind you, I also have a master's degree in clinical behavioral psychology that I bring into my spiritual work, that I bring into my business. Rainyday.com. Book a session with me. This is what you can expect. Tools to help you grow. When my beautiful Marina, do not put an expectation on them, because you will be let down 100% of the time. Accept them as they come. And if something comes up, find the right timing. Women need to learn timing. I'm just saying, You don't just hit them with it right then and there. You don't just say, well, why didn't you clean out the counters and why didn't you clean out the stove and put the food away? Not good timing, people. Timing is everything. Ask Spirit to guide you when the right time is, because they're going to be more receptive and open. They're going to be a little more vulnerable so that you are open and able to talk with them. See how all of this fits together beautifully? Talk to them about, thank you for doing the dishes the other night. I really appreciated that. Do you think maybe next time you could help me put away the food? Or have you ever thought about cleaning the counters? And it would really be awesome. And you know what? I understand if you're tired, that's okay. But can I show you what I use in case you want to help me out? See how that's the law of non-confrontation. It's just the law of communicating. It's opening up those heart spaces so that you are vulnerable, so you feel safe. And because you have attracted that person that has those aspects that you so deeply desire, they're going to be more open to changing some of those things that they have within them and improving to making the relationship just a better place. And in turn, you're going to be more open to fulfilling their needs and their wants and their desires. And that's all that relationships are all about. I just hope that this with someone do think, let me read what you wrote, Marina. Yes, I've been trying to work through. I always want someone to do things exactly how I would, but no one is the same. No, and they shouldn't be, because imagine, could you be with you? I couldn't be with me. No, I don't want the same. I want someone who is my balance, someone who is that vibrational. It's almost like our souls are tuned into the same dial. There's no static. Sometimes our dial or the reception gets a little off and we have to kind of just dial each other back in. But it's all this beautiful collaborative with love, with this beautiful vulnerability. It allows me to be vulnerable. It allows me to live in a harmonious, even my kids, you know, those 4 kids I talked about that he married into, and an ex-husband, they call each other husband-in-laws. I want to puke, but it works. And it's better for my family and my children. And for they even call him over me. I'm a little jelly about that. But wouldn't you want a partner to be able to communicate with your family and your children the way that they should be, the way that maybe their own father or mother, or the way that their own family does? Hi, Sandra. Welcome, beautiful girl. So those are those universal laws. That is what Spirit is telling me, Marina. I hope this resonated. So if you're out there and you're watching this, and this is what I do, book a session with me. You can book me at rainyday.com. Go on there and subscribe to my newsletter, because coming up tomorrow is Chilling with Spirit, where we talk about my newsletter, which is an actual newsletter that you'll get in your inbox once a month. And this next few months, it's on the foundations of connecting with Spirit. It's what I started with, that gratitude and grounding, that if you follow these 10 tenets, it will help you live a more fulfilled spiritual life. So everybody, thank you for coming. I appreciate this. Subscribe, hit that bell, because you never know when I'm going to pop up again. Oh, Tamara, you are welcome. Thank you so much. I'm honored, and you have a beautiful day. Change the energy. That's your goal for this weekend. Change the energy. Carpe Lumen.